I would say that in terms of adoption, so we see this large movement towards adding this AI and making our vehicles safer. So I think I think the current expectation that within a decade you would have these capabilities, these AI capabilities within around 120 million vehicles around the world. In my opinion, the main inhibitors for this massive scale up of AI are two. One is accuracy. We'll have to basically close the gap between the level of accuracy we get today in level 1 and 2 and the level of accuracy we need to get in level 3, level 4, and especially level 5. There is a gap to close there. Many companies are working on closing this gap. Perhaps you've heard on Waymo. So far they've driven around 20 million miles in public roads and did in-lab simulation of around 15 billion miles. All of that in order to assess the level of accuracy needed. In terms of level 1, level 2, I think we're in quite a good place. Statistically, the machine learning algorithms or deep learning algorithms inside level 1 and level 2 do not currently reach 100% accuracy, but statistically they do cover all required functionality, especially if we're talking about the limited scenarios you expect them to engage in right? When you talk about level 3, level 4, level 5, the broad amount of scenarios, the complexity, this level of accuracy, level 1 and level 2 have today is not enough. So we need to close this gap. There is a lot of effort being put into developing stronger processors. So compute is also another issue we need to overcome. Today, when you're talking about premium vehicles, if you look at Tesla, for instance, they have their full self-driving computer, which has around 144 TOPS of compute power. TOPS is basically an indicator of the amount of compute the hardware can do. So they've actually developed this custom-made hardware in order to support the full capabilities they believe will be sufficient to support a fully autonomous vehicle. But still, if we're talking about Tesla, we currently see that there is still a gap they need to cover. I guess it will be both in terms of hardware, in terms of algorithms, efficiency. And if you're talking about other car manufacturers, if you're talking about commodity vehicles and so on, the amount of compute which is available there is much lower. So perhaps you're talking about around 10 TOPS, so it's an order of magnitude lower. So and these vehicles will become the front of the automotive industry. So we see in the next decade, you will see a lot of level 1, a lot of level 2 using this more advanced AI, but going very fast to level 3, 4, and 5, it will be adopted first by premium vehicles. They will still need to develop more efficient hardware to overcome some accuracy issues. So we see this, we'll see this process ongoing, in my opinion.